Well, I generally come in at least 15 minutes late. I use the side door. That way Lumberg can't see me. And after that, I just sort of space out for about an hour. Till I'm thirsty.
Space out?
Yeah, I just stare at my desk. But it looks like I'm working. I do that for probably another hour after lunch, too. I'd say in a given week, I probably only do about 15 minutes of real, actual work.
Welcome to the Make Movies Great Again podcast, the only show in the universe with the sole mission of destroying cynicism at the box office. Here are your hosts, Matt, Adam, and Sean.
Welcome to the Make Movies Great Again podcast, where we are destroying cynicism at the box office. This is the Make Movies Great Again podcast for September 5th, 2017. My name is Matt.
I'm Adam.
I'm Sean.
Whoa, you let him have that. You let him cross the road.
I was going to let you have it.
Someday we'll have complete silence.
And Matt is here alone. Nobody else. Welcome, guys.
Yawned a couple times in the intro.
Did it what?
We should get Chase in the intro too, because he yawned a couple times while it was running.
I didn't hear him. No, I didn't catch him.
Get him, yeah.
I didn't catch him.
That's funny.
Episode 29 of the Make Movies Great Again podcast.
Approaching 30.
It's wild, man.
Older
it's wild.
than me now. Count episodes as years.
Yeah, hey.
That feels good.
I know, and you're
that
old,
feels good.
Man.
I am old. I am old.
Hey, wait, is the...
Coming up.
Yeah, wow, birthday's coming up.
Yep.
Whoa,
Yep.
less than a month.
Hey, October 3rd, nailed it.
Yeah.
October 3rd. Hey, we'll have to do like a birthday special that week. Gotta watch a birthday movie. I don't even know what that means. But
Is there a birthday movie? I bet there's something that's a birthday movie.
if you think of something, hit us up on Twitter. Tell us what a birthday movie is.
What happens in the movie Carrie? Isn't it her birthday party where she gets paint poured on her?
Prom,
or is that
prom,
oh, it's
prom.
Never mind. Fuck me, right?
I bet there's a birthday in this movie called It.
Oh.
I bet there's a birthday in it.
Okay.
That might come up later.
This week's movie club, we're not going to... Well, no, we'll tell you. It was Nobody Speak, Trials of the Free Press.
I can't get... Yeah, I think so. I can't get the title right.
Yeah.
It took me like 10 minutes searching on Netflix. I was like, what the fuck is that?
Right, Adam? Is that right? It's Nobody Speak? It's the Hulk Hogan? Yeah.
Yeah, I searched Hulk Hogan, and that's how I found it.
Eventually, that's what I did. Yep.
Yeah, it's Trials of the Free Press.
Right.
We're going to be talking about that right after that. So if you're listening to this podcast, most likely that podcast is also uploaded, so check it out as well. And we're going to be announcing our next movie club pick for next week on that movie club and also in the email. So if you want to get the email, it's bit.ly/join movie club. So you can get it there and join our movie club list. Let's get right into it here. Trailers of the week. We got a few here, including the first one, which is not actually a movie trailer.
Psych.
But we'll talk about it. It's Adam, Damnation.
Damnation, right. So some of our viewers might know that Matt and I, Sean is a fair-weather wrestling fan, but Matt and I are regular wrestling fans on the USA Network. And so USA Network, their best show is Mr. Robot, and I found out about Mr. Robot by watching Monday Night Raw, and I actually watched the series premiere of Mr. Robot live, which I don't think many people did. It just sort of, I felt like it caught fire after.
Nice pat on the back.
Yeah, thanks guys. First one to notice.
First one to notice.
And so watching it again, I still watch wrestling, and I've been seeing trailers for Damnation. And I brought the plot summary up because I feel like that's easier than me trying to explain it. Seth Davenport appears to be a small-town Iowa preacher, but he harbors ambitions of starting a full-blown insurrection against the status quo. But he is unaware that an industrialist tycoon has hired a deadly professional strikebreaker named Creeley Turner to stop that insurrection by any means necessary. And unknown to those around them, these two men share a secret, bloody past. So, you guys have watched this trailer?
I did. I saw Charlie Holloway's in it.
Yeah, I'm all over it. He's from Rhode Island.
He is?
Yeah, Logan Marshall Green. I'm almost positive he's from Barrington or has some type of connection to Barrington.
I did not know that. That's cool.
Who's?
Yeah.
Charlie Holloway
like-
is his character name in Prometheus.
Oh, okay.
But what's his real name, Adam?
Logan Marshall Green.
There you go.
Artistic director of Brown University. Oh, his mother was artistic director of Brown University's Repertory Theater.
Oh, okay.
Born in Charleston, South Carolina.
Okay.
Okay.
Graduated a Master's of Fine Arts at New York's University.
But does that? You're right, Adam. He does have a connection to Rhode Island.
He does have a connection to
That's-
Rhode Island.
That is astute.
He might, if his mom worked at Brown, he must have lived there for some time, right?
Yeah, probably.
Right?
Yeah.
Attended high school in Rhode Island.
Oh,
Here we go.
What high school?
There it is.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to find that.
Adam's
right
editing
away.
his Wikipedia page right now.
As we speak.
Born and raised in Rhode Island.
But anyways, I've been seeing these trailers, and the first like full blown trailer came out last week, or not last week, but later last week after episode 28 of our podcast. But before that, they had been doing like quick 10, 15-second teasers, similar in the length to how American Horror Story does it.
Mm-hmm.
They just give you like little tidbits to sort of set the tone for the show, and I really like it. I like the dynamic of the two guys, like the strikebreaker and the priest. I can't wait to see that unfold, and I really like the period of time that it's set in.
Yeah, I like that period as well. It's kind of like I don't know what years it would be, but it's kind of like the Old West, I guess. Right?
Yeah, I would say like almost like Westworld is technically takes place in the future.
Yeah, but like Westworld, like inside of Westworld.
Right, exactly.
So Wild West? 'Cause
Yeah.
I got the idea this was like maybe
But it's less
like the dying days of the Wild West. But
Yeah.
maybe that's
Okay.
just
Yeah, I
my
can see that.
Yeah, no, I don't. I can't put my finger on it, but it has that vibe to it.
Right.
It has that vibe to it. Like no electricity. That's all you really need to know.
What do you guys think of the trailer? Are you guys interested?
Yeah, I'm totally interested. I like when that guy walked into the room and just like stuck his head to the gun.
right.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
pretty wild.
Yeah.
It's a power move.
This is on USA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know what I watch on USA.
There's a show on USA right now called Sinner that's fucking amazing.
Really?
Yeah.
Is USA the
meaning
new
to watch-
AMC?
It's really trying to be, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Sinner's really good. Adam, you watch Sinner?
No, I've been meaning to. Is it over yet? I know it was the limited series.
I'm watching it behind, so I don't know. I'm watching it on like the app, so I don't know.
So you must be able to watch it regardless if it's over, right?
Yeah. You can go
Just
back and
TiVo
watch
it.
it.
Yeah.
TiVo's still alive.
TiVo, I think, is still alive. TiVo's alive and well because I remember TiVo was running a deal. If you bought TiVo, you have to buy the service as well.
Mm-hmm.
But they offer this deal: if you paid like $700 or $800, you get the service for life,
Oh.
or like the life of
Whoa.
the company. So a lot of people keep getting new boxes, and they still have a lifetime membership to TiVo, and it's just as good as having DVR, I guess now, and like whatever. GMAC was telling me the other day. I don't know if it's TiVo or not, but he like rigs his mom's DVR. He can record stuff from his phone to record at his mom's house in Massachusetts, and then he can watch it back on his computer and Chromecast it to the TV.
Wow.
So he
that's
can
like
so
that's like some Mr. Robot shit.
I know, right? I was very surprised. We've come a long way from trying to watch bootleg NFL games from
VHS
European
Yeah,
websites
right.
and clicking out all the ads and everything. But yeah, so I don't know how we get on the TiVo thing, but
Anyways, this looks good.
TV, yeah, Damnation looks good. The next one on the trailers of the week is a movie. It's Insidious: The Last Key. This is technically Insidious 4, I think.
Never seen Insidious 1, 2, or 3.
I liked Insidious 1 and 2. And if this is 3 or this is 4, I'm not sure. Someone correct us.
Mm-hmm.
I think they kind of go off the tracks a little bit. I prefer, and I don't know if you guys have seen The Conjuring.
have
Yeah, I think so.
They run similar paths, these
Okay.
two movies. So The Conjuring is about Lorraine and someone, the two, they like hunt ghosts, and they're from the Northeast.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of their stories take place in Rhode Island. Lorraine and Lorraine Warren and Anyway, so they're ghost hunters.
Ed and Lorraine Warren.
Yes, Ed and Lorraine Warren. They were ghost hunters in the Northeast, and they have these stories. And so the first two Conjurings about two of their based on a true story, and then they have the Annabelle one, which is a spin-off of one of their show. And then the Insidious is a little bit about the same, but I think they're kind of going off the rails here. I don't know if this follows the story of 1 and 2 at all, but it just looks scary. It just looks like one of those like new, it's a 2017 demonic, scary movie just in time for Halloween kind of thing.
Gotcha.
You know, if you like that kind of stuff, you watch it. Aunt Fam will watch it.
Yep.
Fam, if you're listening, I know you're going to see this.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for
I
listening.
will not be watching this movie.
Yeah.
I almost didn't even watch the trailer, but
Hey,
I manned up and I watched it. Not interested.
Never say never. You're seeing it this Friday.
Hey.
I am, and I'll be okay.
Yeah, you'll be fine. The next one is Downsizing. So this is an interesting one. It's not a full trailer; it's just a little teaser. But I read the synopsis.
Because I was confused. I was trying to find the full trailer, but all I could find was a teaser.
So when I first was looking up movie trailers, I kind of searched like what new movie trailers coming out, and I saw this the link for the video, and then I saw a little synopsis below it, and I read the synopsis. I'm like, this will be awesome to include. I included the link, and then I watched the trailer, and I was like, oh, it's only a short teaser. But basically, the gist of it is like you don't really know like what's going on, but essentially, Matt Damon shrinks himself to better enjoy life or something like that. That's what it says in the synopsis or whatever. So anyway, and Christoph Waltz is in it, and Matt Damon, and a few other pretty big name people. And it looks really interesting. Dynamite teaser trailer, great music. I forget what song was in it, but it was very uplifting. And then like the last scene is him getting wheeled into some kind of medical facility with a bunch of other people getting downsized.
Yeah.
Downsizing.
I think this is going to be a really cool kind of, I don't know.
I
don't know much about it, but it looks like it's going to be like a fun little thought experiment or something. I don't know.
Matt Damon is one of those actors that when he picks something to do, I trust that the movie's going to be at least interesting. You know what I mean? I don't think he doesn't do a lot of those like one-off, like nothing movies that'll be forgotten. I think it'll be interesting. I think it'll be different. So, and also Christoph Waltz too has a little bit of credibility to his name as far as movies go.
Absolutely.
So, you know, so it should be interesting to say. You know, we'll see when we get the full-size trailer. We'll talk about it again. Get it?
Yeah.
You like that?
Nailed it. Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the full-size trailer.
We also talked about Matt Damon recently with Suburbicon.
Yep.
Does this guy have a family?
Yeah.
He does?
Yeah, he has kids.
Right?
I think so.
Yeah.
When does he see him?
Oh, I don't think any of these actors see their kids.
I mean, I'm just looking at Matt Damon's IMDb. 77 movies he's acted in.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's 2.6 a year.
Yeah.
Since his first movie.
Wow.
Since his first movie?
Yeah.
It's a lot.
2.6 a year since his first movie. And
He
that's just acting.
The
Yeah.
average movie being shot to like a feature length movie is 3 months of shooting.
So 6 months of the year he's
Yeah.
probably on location or
half
I don't know.
or more of the year. And think about the guys who are in the Marvel movies.
Yeah.
They film for a long time, and they film back to back to back to back all these movies. I mean, they just finished. They finished the first Infinity War movie, and they're already now they're shooting. They just started shooting they're starting soon shooting the second one.
Really?
Yeah. They're in the. They're shooting a lot. They don't see their kids. No. I think that's just the answer to that.
It's just nutty.
The last one on the list for trailers of the week is Brawl in Cell Block 99. I put this on here because Vince Vaughn is an interesting character. I think Vince Vaughn's problem is, like, I don't think the problem is that he's pigeonholed the comedies. I think the problem is he's just way too fucking tall. He's
so tall.
He just sticks out like a sore thumb. It's like, who the fuck let in like Bigfoot like to this movie? Who decided to cast Bigfoot?
Yeah.
He's just too big. Even in Hacksaw Ridge, he's just too big. I don't buy it. This person is not of this planet.
How tall is he?
I don't know. But, I mean, he's not like, I'm sure he's not like compared to like NBA guys and like some wrestlers.
Yeah.
He's like not super tall. But when he's acting alongside other actors that are like very tiny, like he just looks huge. And
Right.
I don't know. So got the shaved head in this one. I don't really know what the movie's about. I know Don Johnson's in it, so I'm on board. He's like, apparently, I read the synopsis. He's an ex-boxer, so that makes sense. He's just beating the shit out of a car in the trailer. Just literally beating the shit out of a car. Like punching the windows out, rip the hood off, knocking the side mirrors off. And then there's also scenes of the trailer where he's in a prison. So
6'5".
I was
6'5"?
confused by the music in the trailer because, like you said, at first the trailer starts off with him beating the shit out of the car, and it's like, oh man, this is serious. And then like later on in the trailer, it transfers over to some like, I don't know, like a funky melody, and it sort of like loosens up a little bit. Which one is it? What tone are we trying to set here?
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know. It caught my eye. Vince Vaughn with a shaved head and he has like a tattoo on the back of his head. I just thought that was.
Big guy, bald, prison. I just feel like he wanted the Vincent D'Onofrio's role in Daredevil.
Oh,
and didn't get it, so he took this out of
That's
rage.
funny. And they played brothers. Those two guys played brothers in The Breakup.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like that?
With Jon Favreau too.
Yes. I like that movie. I like that movie a lot.
One of my favorite scenes, honestly. I don't think about it all the time, but I always think about it. When he's at the bar and Jon Favreau's like, yeah, if you want her dead, just say that word. No, I don't want her dead. Yeah. Go ahead and say it louder so the guy at the end of the bar hears you say it. No, I don't want her hurt. Right. No, I got it. Understood. So funny. It's a great pairing. Anyways, looks good.
Yeah, it looks interesting. I don't know if it's a movie you see in the theaters, but or if it's even coming out in theaters. It might just be a straight to streaming service now. I don't know. It didn't say anything. Anyway, let's get into the next thing. We got something new coming up.
Breaking news.
Whoa! Breaking news. Hold on. Wait, I got breaking news. Go ahead. What's the breaking news?
Cowboys running back Ezekiel Elliott's 6-game suspension has been upheld.
Upheld?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's all right. Heard it here first.
Dude, you're still getting a steal on that.
Oh, yeah, I'm
still...
not worried. We'll see.
Yeah. Are you not worried?
No, I'm not worried.
Okay, good to hear.
Bro, my third pick was Rob Gronkowski. Could have been my second. As far as I'm concerned.
He did go in the first round last year. All right, yeah, so up next, we got a new, for this episode, we want to talk a little bit about freeze chambers. Now, when we've said it in past episodes, get the freeze chamber. We've said we really need the freeze chamber right now. Yep. It's saying, we want to be frozen. It's like the South Park episode with the Wii. When Cartman wanted the Wii, and he wanted to be frozen until the Wii came out. Anyway, that's what we mean when we say get the freeze chamber. So for this segment, let's do a snake draft, and let's say what we would use a freeze chamber for. We're going to do 4.
Now, hold on. How is this going to work? I don't know the pool.
Oh, we're doing anything.
No, I don't know the pool. How can I draft if I don't know the pool?
What do you mean? Oh, it's anything. You're drafting from anything.
So I have 4 things.
You have 4 things to say, yeah. You're drafting them out of the ether. You're just pulling them out.
I thought we were creating a pool and then we had to draft.
It can be movies. I'll tell you right now, I have some movies on my list that I would like to freeze myself for to make sure I don't die before they come out.
How big's your list?
It's 4.
Oh, okay.
But I have a couple in the back burner too in case someone picks mine.
Oh, I see.
So Adam, let's start with you.
I did only movies and TV.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
I did not do only movies and TV.
Okay, that's fine. We can do whatever. Adam, start.
Well, now I feel like a jackass.
Oh, no.
What did you guys think?
We're all
Something
different.
cool?
No, I did. No, I did. Well, you can change it on the fly.
What are you going to take your toys and go home?
All right,
Come
the
on,
Batman.
come play.
The
I
Bat.
freeze myself to see the Batman.
Okay, now what if the Batman isn't Ben Affleck?
Still doing it.
Okay,
Obviously.
fair enough.
Even more, I'd be even more surprised.
Okay, Sean,
Game of Thrones season 8.
that's a good
Nice.
one. I had that on my list as well.
2 years.
So I'm going to have to pick that. So my first one on the list is I'm freezing myself for the next set, the first one in the next set of Star Wars movies, whatever that ends up being.
First one of the next trilogy?
Next trilogy movie, main trilogy movie. I
when-
think I'll make it to 9. I think I just need to figure out where I'm going to be at when because I need to see what happens.
So you freeze. Okay, but you freeze now.
Yeah.
When you wake up, you watch all the Star Wars movies that came out.
Yeah, exactly. And
Until
then I go see 9. Yeah,
Right.
I will miss Han Solo. I will miss all those, but I just want to make sure I see what's happening in the next set.
Gotcha.
So that one, and I'm also gonna go back to back here because this is a snake draft.
Okay.
I'm gonna freeze myself until the next Buccaneers Super Bowl win.
Whoa.
Yeah. I know that's a little crazy because I would have to know that they're gonna win. And that would be this because I would be watching it being like I'm awake, so they must win this Super Bowl.
Right. Time expires. Final second.
Yeah.
Wake up, Matt.
Yeah.
Win.
Wake them up.
Yay!
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
You
And
know,
then I'll just go back and watch
automatically,
it.
you feel yourself getting unfrozen. You know they're winning.
Yes.
Like you just feel the
like,
elation.
oh, it's time.
You could almost
It's
like,
time!
but when you freeze, get yourself psyched up and like start celebrating.
Yeah.
Because when you get unfrozen.
I'm gonna decorate my freeze chamber with like.
Yep,
Yeah.
buck stuff. Yep.
Imagine if like they wake me up and they're like, Matt, and I'm like, yes, like let's go, let's watch. Like, listen, the NFL's been disbanded. Like, there's no more NFL.
We thought it was like an okay time to wake you up. I mean, we just
thought we'd
figured,
let you know.
Yeah.
So Buccaneers Super Bowl win.
All right, so my turn again.
Yeah.
The return of the Burger King Stacker sandwich.
Oh, that's a fucking great one.
Because I don't know, one day I went and it was gone.
What
and
idiots?
What
idiots?
Pissed about it.
It's the best. It was the best sandwich on the menu.
Pissed about it.
It was the best sandwich on the menu. Adam?
Wow. I wish I had something cool. It was all right. Well, I'm gonna stick with my list, and but I'm gonna tweak it a little bit based on your Star Wars pick, Matt.
Okay.
I am going to pick Justice League Part 2, so that way I can wake up, watch Justice League. Oh no, the Batman's in there too. I fucked myself.
Why?
Because I said the Batman first, and that's going to come out before Justice League Part 2.
Oh no,
that's fine.
This is just relative.
Yeah.
All right, so starting fresh.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so Justice League Part 2, because by then we'll have all of the solo movies, you know, Cyborg, Green Lantern, the Batman, Aquaman, Wonder Woman 2, Flash, and then, you know, get to watch all those, and then...
There's no way I'm going to live through all that. I need to get freeze chambered as well.
All right, Adam.
It's impossible.
Adam, you get to do another one. Oh, no, did you do two? Did you just do two back to back?
No, it's Adam and I do one, and you do one.
No, so it goes Snake. Adam, what did you
but you did two in a row.
Yeah.
And then me.
No, I didn't do two.
And then Adam.
So now Adam needs to do another one, and then it's back to you. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so you know what? This actually might be closer than we think, and I'm going off of my list here. I would like to freeze myself for when something like the Oasis from Ready Player One exists.
Dude, I got one close to that too. I'll save it. That's a really fucking good one. That's a really fucking good one.
Just go for it and sit on my couch and go anywhere I want.
Yep, that's fucking awesome. I love that. Get the freeze chamber for that. Freeze me.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
My third one, I kind of toned it down a little bit from the Burger King Stacker. Reversal of global warming. I like to wake up and it just not be a problem anymore.
Be awesome. Imagine, I always think about that. It's like, imagine if we all listened at once and like decided to like change what we're doing, and then it starts going, and then it's not a thing anymore. I feel like technology. I feel like technology is getting there, but it's just not fast enough, and I think that it's going in the wrong direction.
Technology's fast enough.
I think right now, if we
government's too slow.
Yeah, I think if we had the technology that's coming out now, like 20 years ago, it would be on pace to like it would just gradually just like not be a thing anymore. But I think right now we're on the pace where technology is going to get great, where we're going to have like good batteries, good wind power, everything like that. Too little, too late. Yeah, but I mean, like for it to happen naturally, I think we can still be proactive about it and make it turn back. But I think like basically just like having it just like be a natural cycle. I think it's too late.
So, sorry, I just wanted, we were getting too happy there. I wanted to bring it down a little bit.
So, going off what Adam said with the Oasis, I'm going with, I want to go to the first virtual reality movie.
Whoa.
I was thinking something like that. I know how to phrase it.
Once there's a theater with headsets and the first movie's filmed in virtual reality where you can fucking be there, fucking looking all around in 3 dimensions, I want that. I want to be first in line for that movie, whatever that movie is. Even though it doesn't bode well for movies and new technology, because the first 3D movie in theater was My Bloody Valentine. My 3D Bloody Valentine was the first 3D movie in theaters.
That's funny.
And so that wasn't, that's not great. I'd be very bummed if it was like, oh, I'm on the clock. Who am I gonna get?
Who'd you get?
Ooh, I gotta get a tight end. So I gotta get either Doyle
Cameron
or Hooper.
Cameron Brate.
Cameron Brate. All right.
Your final one?
Yeah. So my final one is I want to be woken up
Okay.
when they reboot a big franchise. And so I have two big franchises that I'm thinking of.
Yep.
So one, Back to the Future.
Okay.
I want to be unfrozen
Okay.
when the first movie of that reboot comes out. Because I don't think that that's something that's going to happen anytime soon. I think that's like a 20 years from now type thing.
Smart.
So I'd like to
Bang
be-
for your buck. Live a little bit longer
Yeah.
and see a new movie.
So I think that I want to do that for that reboot. The other thing I was thinking of is I want a reboot for the Star Wars movies. I'm not talking about remakes of these. I'm talking, and this could be like very far in the future, obviously. But I'm talking like I want like reboot of like
4, 5, 6.
Yeah, like something crazy. Either, I guess I would sell for a remake as well, but something that takes a hold of like Star Wars and like change it from the course it's on now. So that those. So
Hey, if comic books do it, why can't Star Wars?
that's right.
My final one is, and I have to talk through this one. If there is ever a situation where I don't know a situation of being John Malkovich arises
Okay.
in the future, I'd like to be around for that.
Okay.
You ever seen that movie?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's fucking nutty.
Yeah, it's nutty.
Imagine living into peering into a celebrity's life.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like we kind of tried to do that already with Snapchat.
Yeah.
You go on,
But you're talking like just how it is in the
through the
movie
lens.
where it's like
Yeah.
you are, yeah.
And I think they even, if I remember correctly, they make decisions for him.
some decisions.
That's
yeah.
fucked up.
Yeah.
But I mean,
yeah.
might be kind of interesting.
That'd be kind of cool.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought this segment was going to go a different way, so I threw in a really bad one because I thought we were going to like create the pool and then we had to draft.
Okay, what's your?
Earth's Annihilation.
Ooh,
I
you
wanted
want to be unfrozen just for that?
Well, no, I just kind of wanted to like if we had to draft each other's like into a pool,
okay,
I wanted
okay,
somebody
okay.
to get stuck with.
I
that,
see what you're
but-
saying.
All right. Anyways, Adam. Oh wait, is that
So,
the end of it? No,
so
Adam has one
that's
more.
your last one. Adam has one more, but I just want to say one other thing. Actually, no, Adam, you go, and then I'll say it because I don't want to take it if you have it.
All right, well, I want to try to do one. So I'm going to be honest. I deleted my list because I thought we were done. I thought we were only doing 3, but some things off the top of my head. Next Bruins Stanley Cup.
Nice.
Go.
To bounce off of your end of the world thing. Maybe I get unfrozen at the start of the actual zombie apocalypse.
Oh,
that would be pretty cool.
That's a good one.
That's really putting your body to good use. You got a lot of hours into zombies.
Yeah.
Right? Real life zombies, and just unfreeze me in like some bunker with
Get them
You know.
ready.
get me locked and loaded and ready to go.
Yeah.
Right. Essentially a doomsday bunker.
Yeah.
Boom.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one, the zombie apocalypse one.
That's a good one.
A few others I had on my list that didn't make the cut for the actual draft. I want to wake up when there's robots that are smart enough to like just do things for you and like be like where it's like borderline Terminator stuff.
Not taking
like,
over, but
borderline. Like
Right.
if they wanted to, they could, but there's something that's like holding them back from doing it. Like I want that. I want that type of thing. I also want to be like. I couldn't put it into words, so that's why I didn't put it as one of my drafts. But I want to be there for when like video games takes the next big turn, and I'm not talking about virtual reality. I'm talking like whatever the fucking next like
right.
massive thing is. And then I also want to be around when people start colonizing other planets, or when
I figured that would be
discover,
one of yours.
or when we discover aliens. One of those two.
I figured that one would
Yeah.
be. Yeah.
So when we start colonizing Mars, that'd be
Those are
cool.
good one.
Yeah. Supposedly, there's still people going there in 2023
To Mars.
to Mars to colonize.
All right.
So
Clock's ticking.
yeah, supposedly Elon Musk has got that. He's got the hot tip on that. All right, let's get into movie news.
Good evening. I'm Ron Burgundy, and this is what's happening in your world tonight.
So first up on movie news, we have: is this good or is this bad?
Is this good or bad?
So we have actually, I guess we have two. Is this good or bad? Do we want to do two of them?
I'm doing two. I'm hijacking.
All right. So first up, how do you say his last name? Who put this on there? Adam?
I did. So Colin Trevorrow, who's known mainly for being the director of 2 summers ago's hit,
Oh shit!
Jurassic World.
I think it's 2
has-
summers ago. Damn.
Yeah, has stepped down as the director of Star Wars Episode 9.
It's good.
Yeah.
good?
I mean,
I didn't
well,
like Jurassic World.
well, it's good. No, I like Jurassic World. Get out of here. But that's not why I'm saying it's good. I'm saying it's good because it's better than having him get, kicked out 5 weeks into shooting.
Right.
You
Or
know?
not having a.
Yeah.
Wait, did they. Wait. Hold on. Star Wars Episode 9. When is that set to to come out?
Well,
2 years from now.
yeah,
How many?
2 years because it's
2.
going to be 8, then the Han Solo movie, and then 9.
Is that before or after Flash?
It's going to be before Flash.
Before. Before?
No, it's going to be at the same time, same year, 2020.
Same year.
Yeah, it's going to be
Still doesn't have a director.
because 2018 is 8. That's this year. No, fuck. 2017 is 8. Yeah, it's going to be the same year. No. 2019. Yeah,
2019.
it's going to be before.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be before. So you think he's being freed up for the Flash? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know.
We connecting dots here?
Maybe. Connect the dots.
Yeah, I think it's good. I mean, I don't think it's. I'm not too like I like Jurassic World, but I'm not like really like emotionally connected to this director doing episode 9. They'll find somebody else.
Yeah.
So.
I think it's bad.
Why? Why do
I
you
think it's bad because Disney just lost the director. They lost the director for the Han Solo movie. They cut Michael K. Williams out, so it just seems like this is the third issue they're having with the Star Wars franchise, and who's running it.
That's just Disney, though, isn't it? Don't they always they have they're micromanagers of their movies and their properties?
I mean, I think that honestly, episode 7 is gonna be when we look back on these new Disney Star Wars movies. That's gonna be the outlier. I think getting J.J. Abrams and him being the director all the way through with no issues is gonna be the outlier. I think that Disney's always gonna keep their shit moving because they'll never ever do it where when they think a movie's gonna do bad or they think it's not working for their movie, they're gonna cut ties and they're gonna switch things. They did it with Rogue One. They didn't cut ties with Gareth Edwards. They brought in other people to do some reshoots.
Yep.
They did it. They're doing it right now with the Han Solo movie. They didn't really do it. I don't think they did it with Rian Johnson in episode 8, really. But
Yeah.
who knows? Like reshoots could happen. You
Yep.
know, I don't know. I don't know how finished it is. But I think that's going to be the outlier. The having one director. So this is, I don't know. We're pretty far out before it starts shooting. I think it'll probably shoot. I don't know, over the winter, I guess.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know what the timeline's like on that because they're doing the Han Solo. They're almost done filming the Han Solo movie now. So they'll probably wait a couple months and start the 9. So
Right. And
it's good.
the next Jurassic World is in post production, so he's obviously probably busy, right?
is he
was a
doing?
writer.
He's a writer for the second one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
he's
I don't think
probably
he's
busy.
directing it, but yeah, he's involved.
Yeah, he's probably pretty busy then. Yeah. All right. So the second, is this good or is this bad? Is that John Cena has been rumored to be connected to playing Shazam?
Good.
It's good.
bad.
I like it. It's bad. What do you mean it's bad? Get out of here. Hey,
You're
imagine.
gonna have this entire universe, and you're gonna have John Cena step in. Now, hold on. Shazam is a boy, correct? That morphs into Shazam.
Yes, so Billy Batson is a boy who meets a wizard and gives him this magical word. And when he says Shazam, he turns into a superhero that goes by the name of Shazam.
Okay.
Or Captain Marvel.
All right. So is he playing just the Shazam version of this boy? Like, is he the
Yes.
thing the boy turns into?
Yes.
So there's gonna be a boy actor,
Yes.
and he says Shazam.
in terms of John Cena.
Turns to John
Yeah.
Cena.
Adam, so here's where I think this is good, right? Is The Rock still connected to play Black Adam, or is that not the case?
The Rock is still connected to play Black Adam. And
Which-
Sean, if you don't know, Black Adam
Yeah, I
is the
know
nemesis
Black Adam.
of...
Shazam.
Okay.
Shazam.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So, Vince Vaughn is a fucking amazing
Vince Vaughn?
businessman. I mean, Vince McMahon.
Oh yeah. Well, Vince, we know that.
Yeah,
He's got that. I mean, come on.
I like this a lot. I would love to see John Cena and The Rock star in a superhero movie.
I think it would be really good.
I think it'd be cool.
Standalone, maybe.
John Cena can do anything he puts his mind to. Convinced of that. It's the same thing with The Rock. Probably tenfold.
Not tenfold.
Yeah.
No. I'm saying The Rock is like, The Rock
tenfold
is
is
tenfold.
yeah.
But I think John Cena wants to be where The Rock is.
I would agree.
Yeah. Do you believe this? Hold on, I want to say. So The Rock was the highest paid actor last year, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know who the highest paid actor is this year?
The Rock?
Who?
No.
Who?
Mark Wahlberg.
Really?
Isn't that fucking absurd?
For what?
Transformers, I think that's it.
Oh, wow.
I don't understand it. I don't
Got
know.
a good agent.
He's still getting that Entourage money, I think.
I don't know. I just picture like the first time Shazam shows up, they're literally gonna play the Shazam. I mean the John Cena. Thank you. Yeah. Because they're gonna be like Thank you. They're gonna be like, aware. They're gonna be aware, and they're gonna make the joke, and it's gonna just take me right out of the movie. I think it's gonna be dumb.
I don't know. We'll see. He was in Trainwreck. I thought he was really funny. I think he's got the acting chops for it. It's a superhero movie. I don't know. We'll see.
He's basically a superhero on TV.
Yeah.
That's his character.
I like it. And I would love to see I would love to see him and The Rock in the same movie. That's cool.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. I like it. I like it, Sean.
They're like, we need to make The Rock look good. Let's put John Cena in.
This was gonna be Is This Good or Bad for this week, but honestly it would have just been overwhelmingly good. But there was rumors that Leonardo DiCaprio was gonna play the Joker.
The Leo.
In the Joker origin movie. Right? Is that what it was? The Joker origin movie?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when Adam texted me this, I put the little thing, this is Schrodinger's rumor. Like right. Schrodinger's cat. When Adam texted me it, I immediately just put my phone down, and I didn't look up anything to see if it was fake or not, because I wanted it to be true in my head. So in my head, he was the Joker, and he also wasn't the Joker.
And then somebody opened the box that.
and then I looked down at my phone, like I don't know, like what is it, Adam? Like 20 minutes later, you're like, it's a sham.
Yeah, it was like a. It was it was bullshit. I think it was the Hollywood Reporter that made it up, and then it's also like. Okay, so Martin Scorsese's involved, and anytime he's involved with something, it's rumored that Leo is involved.
Right. Yeah.
Leo is the top choice to be every fucking character.
Obviously,
in every movie. Obviously, you want him in your movie because he is it when it comes to adding some spark to your movie.
I'm gonna say I was opposite of Matt. I didn't look it up because I just knew.
Damn it, Sean. I wanted it to be true
I was like,
bad.
No, it's not. I just went about my day.
I wanted it to be true so bad. The first thing I thought of in my head, I was like, if this was Leo before Revenant, this wouldn't never. I'd be like, that's fucking untrue. But like, I'm like trying to convince myself. I'm like, yeah, he has his Oscar.
Yeah.
He might decide he wants to be the Joker. Why not? Why not? He could do that, and he'd kill it too, and he'd know it, and he would gain like a lot of fans.
Yeah.
I wonder if he'll go down as like because it seems like every big name actor is playing a superhero now, or I mean, maybe it's just because every big name actor is a superhero.
Every big name actor, and then also John Cena.
John Cena. I don't know.
I wonder if he'll ever do it. You know what I mean?
If he'll ever be a superhero, or if he'll ever be the Joker.
If he'll ever be a superhero.
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, who do we have right now that are superheroes that we would have never thought would have been in a superhero movie?
John Cena, apparently.
Yeah, but he's not like a confirmed.
Oh, he's not confirmed?
No, he's not. John Cena's not confirmed, right?
It's him and some other guy. They're like, quote unquote, rumored front runners.
I heard some other guy's pretty good.
Get out of here. Just someone who's not John Cena. I'm trying to think. Like, I don't know. Maybe Brie Larson. Like, I wouldn't have if you had told me she was going to be Captain Marvel. I would have been like, I don't know. She's like after she did The Room. I'd be like, I don't know. It's kind of like not her thing.
But we still haven't seen her. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. But I don't know. I mean.
Also, I would have never thought like Sam Jackson would have been like a Mace Windu character. Like that doesn't seem like in the Star Wars with a robe and a lightsaber.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about all these good actors. Brie Larson, Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
right?
Because I think the superhero movies that kind of like bring a lower class.
Right.
That sounds terrible. But like a lower class actor, right? I mean, I'm not saying they're bad, but. Like, they're not going to...
You're not going to win an Oscar. You're not going to win any awards or critical praise.
Like, Robert De Niro's not going to be Iron Man.
Right.
He's also too old.
I know what you're saying, like the John Cena's.
No. I don't know. You just get out of here with John Cena.
I'm just saying.
Adam, what we got next?
So, we know that there's a Titans TV show coming out, I believe on TNT. And the leader of the Titans is Dick Grayson, a.k.a. Nightwing.
Dick.
A.k.a. the first Robin.
Dick on.
To Batman. He's been cast. That part has been cast. The name of the actor is Brenton Thwaites.
I don't know anything about him.
Is that the right pronunciation?
I think so.
Wow, look at us. Look at you.
I think he plays the kid in the new Pirates movie.
Oh, okay. Yes.
He looks like a pirate.
He's also in that movie, The Signal, that came out a few years ago that I like. If you guys, Matt, I know you would like it. Sean, you would like it too. It's called The Signal, and it's sort of like a sci-fi, not coming of age thing, but it's a sci-fi movie, and where some kids get, they're out in the desert, and then next thing you know, they're in some government lockup because they've been exposed to alien activity. But it's good, and he's really good in it.
And it's a movie that came out?
It's a movie, yeah. It's called The Signal.
And it had something to do with aliens, and I didn't see it.
Yes.
I know you've suggested this to me many times, Adam, and I haven't seen it yet. Planning on it.
Yeah. So you guys should check it out.
So when does Titans come out?
I have no idea.
Is he the only one that's casted? Are there any other Titans?
They cast Starfire and Raven, but I don't think I don't remember who they are. You know what I mean?
Is this a traditional Titans?
Yeah, the Titans, not Teen Titans.
Okay, all right.
No Damien.
I was gonna say yeah. I was like, oh, that could be cool. Would you know what channel this is gonna be on?
I think it's gonna be TNT, but I'm sure it'll be on the CW with the rest of the DC TV shows.
Right. Nice. All right. So up next we have Shia LaBeouf.
That's right.
Will not return for Indiana Jones 5. I don't think this was even in question. Do either of you guys think that he was going to come back?
No, I didn't. I mean, I've never seen any of them, but he's a crazy person, so I don't think that...
This is good.
Yes, this is good.
Is this good or bad?
This is good.
Yeah, I think this is good because I think it needs a fresh start. Besides, hopefully, Harrison Ford being in it to some degree, I think that it needs a fresh start. I think number 4 was kind of it was bad.
Oh, they made a 4th one?
Yeah, it was bad. It was the Shia LaBeouf. Hey, and you know what? Honestly, it wasn't Shia LaBeouf's fault. He was pretty decent in it.
It wasn't Shia LaBeouf's
He was
fault.
pretty decent in it. There was a whole other things that were working against that movie. Number 1, Harrison Ford can't be allowed to run in movies anymore.
Right.
He can't be allowed to run. I gotta be honest with you. I'm very scared for Blade Runner 2049 because he has to run. He looks like he's running a lot in the trailer, and I don't like it. It just looks bad.
Yeah.
It just looks bad. He needs like a whole head of steam before he gets moving at all.
Yep. This says he's in this movie.
That. It's funny you say that because I thought the same thing about when he was running in episode 7. I was like, what the hell's this guy doing?
Wasn't great when he has his blaster in his hand and he's running. It's like,
yeah. Get him some rollerblades.
It's like someone put that man back in his nursing home. What is it? What are you showing, John?
He is confirmed for Harrison
Ford. Oh, he is confirmed. Okay, yeah. I figured that.
Or at least he's listed. I don't know.
So I think we all knew this. So it must have been a slow news day for movie news, and they were just like, hey, let's pick up some of the obvious. It's like Matt Vieira won't direct the Flash movie. It's like we're supposed to put that out there. It's true.
Throw it out there, yeah. It's not false.
Who put this next one up? I actually didn't see this.
I did. So Sylvester Stallone hints that Creed 2 will have a 2018 release, which this is definitely good. Creed was awesome. That was a great fucking movie.
I didn't see it.
Me neither. I've only seen Rocky 1.
Yeah, I didn't see it yet.
Okay, well, you've only seen Rocky 1, Sean?
Yeah.
Just watch 4. Just watch 4 and be done with it.
Is that the one with
Ivan Drago?
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah.
Actually,
I've seen parts of that.
I'm sorry?
I've seen parts of that, but I've never seen the whole thing.
So to build on that, at the start, spoiler alert, at the start of Rocky 4, Ivan Drago kills Adonis Creed, who is
right.
Not Adonis Creed, Apollo Creed.
Yeah.
Who in Creed is Adonis Creed is his father. So Dolph Lundgren has been cast in Creed 2, and the rumored storyline is he fights him. He fights the man that killed his dad.
Damn. So is it gonna be Lundgren?
It is Dolph Lundgren, yeah.
No, I know, but are they gonna? Is Michael B. Jordan really gonna box? Is that what the thing is gonna happen?
Yeah, I think that's the plan.
Okay.
Not Dolph Lundgren's son, or like
no, I think it's gonna be Dolph Lundgren.
Oh.
Fighting for his dad's life.
Okay, hold on.
I don't know.
Hold on.
No, I have to see the first Creed. I heard it was spectacular. I heard Sly was on his game, as they say.
Sly was very good. Michael B. Jordan was in decent shape, we'll say. I'll let you guys be.
I heard when Ryan and I were watching the Oscars, I know he was saying that it was that Stallone should have won Best Supporting for his role.
I heard that.
Granted, I didn't see any of the other movies that were nominated, but Stallone was very, very good.
I forget which ones were nominated. I saw a few of them, actually. This year, I was the closest to seeing all the movies that were nominated.
I actually think that year was Mark Rylance for Bridge of Spies.
Oh.
Was it 2016?
I can't be sure.
Well, you just nailed it if it was 2016. Mark Rylance.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was. Is it?
Oh, and it was the boy from The Room.
Oh, shit.
Competition.
What is his name?
Ruby something.
The boy's name?
Jacob Tremblay.
Yes.
Oh, no, it wasn't him.
I follow him on Instagram.
I'm confused. Oh, yeah?
Yeah, pretty cool. He hangs out with a lot of cool celebrities. Makes me feel terrible about my life, and he's so young. Got his whole life ahead of him.
Wow.
Next on the list, Catan VR. This is not movie news, but I just wanted to get Sean's opinion on this. Did you see this?
My opinion is that it's Catan.
It's Catan. What did I say? Catan?
Catan.
No, Chris
Gadot.
Catan?
Gadot.
I mean Catan. Chris Catan.
Catan. So wait, is this real?
Yeah, so this is not movie news. This is video game news, but they're making Catan VR virtual reality. So Sean, what would this? So the trailer, it's just a teaser. It shows nothing like what the game's going to be like. But what do you? I've never played Catan.
Nice.
I've never played Catan. But what would this virtual reality game look like? I'm assuming it's not going to be just like a virtual reality board game. I'm assuming it's going to be like.
Would assume not, but you're the master of a civilization and you're trying to build settlements and cities, and you can have the longest road or the biggest army, and there's no battling.
Yeah.
It's all about, my favorite thing about it is that every time you play, you get a different board. It's never the same board. So if you're playing a Catan VR game, maybe every time you log in, it's a different island.
Okay.
It takes place on an island. I don't know.
So sort of like Worms? Like every time you set up a new game, you get a new map?
It's kind of like Worms.
It's Worms.
Yeah, it's randomly generated within rules. Yep. I don't know. It's just this doesn't seem like a
Does that intrigue you?
Yes, because I like the game, but not because I think it's going to be like incredible. I don't know what visually you're going to look at.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe they'll add like the armies wage war, or I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a robber. I don't know, but it's a great board game, and I really want that Game of Thrones themed Catan that you showed us.
Like a beautifully made like board game. It looked like it was wooden pieces. Like
I was ready to shell out $200.
Yeah. This is a good year for board games. I feel like this is like this. I think board games are starting to get hot again.
It's new records.
I cannot wait for the Thing board game.
That's what I was just gonna say. It's the Thing.
Raygun and Mondo.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be awesome. That's gonna be so cool. I think this is a hot time for board games. I wouldn't be surprised if that Game of Thrones Catan board game gets like kickstarted or made somehow by HBO. Like
I hope so.
That would be cool. That would be really cool. I really like. I was always a big fan of themed Monopoly games back in the day. Like I hated the vanilla one. I always liked I had a Simpsons Monopoly game that was like the shit. It's because you watch the show, you understand everything. You're in that world, so you kind of get it. It's like Quickie Marts instead of Park Drive.
Monopoly doing that was so smart.
Yeah, I love it. There's literally I've seen shows with people who collect Monopoly things. There's a Monopoly for literally everything. So that's cool. So yeah. Catan VR. I fucking will not get that.
I need to watch the trailer. You said there's a trailer. I gotta watch the
trailer. There's like a little teaser trailer. It doesn't really show anything, but it's like the most beloved board game of all time.
It's only been out
Comes
since
to VR.
5 or something.
Well, it's quickly. What would you say is the most beloved board game of all time?
Monopoly.
If not, Monopoly. I say right. Would you say Monopoly, Adam?
Yeah.
Even though I hate Monopoly.
Yeah. I don't think I think I've played to completion a few times, but it's not like you don't do that. No one ever does that.
I haven't played Monopoly since my sophomore year of college when Ryan and I played this kid Steve, and he beat us within the rules. He beat both of us within the rules in like a half hour. I was out in 20 minutes. I don't know. It was a whirlwind. I don't know what the hell happened, but next thing I knew, he had hotels all over everything, and I was just fucking bankrupt.
Yeah, I hate that game. This Thing movie or game looks good though.
Yeah,
I cannot wait for that. And
really
if I
cool.
don't get the special edition one, there's gonna be problems.
I'm gonna be very upset if I don't get the special edition.
Were you looking at Jen when you said that?
No, she's in the next room. It's just me and Chase on the call.
So you're telling Chase?
Yeah. It's on you, pal.
All right, we got something up. We got a new little segment before we do What Are We Watching? The hypothetical of the week. So today I was, I think I was listening to a podcast, I believe, and someone brought up the hypothetical. If you were at a stoplight and Tupac or Biggie got into your car and they said, play me something rap, like Since I've Been Dead, what would you play for them and why? Like, I thought that was awesome. And so I wanted to modify this to a movie podcast. So my question to you guys is, if Charlie Chaplin walked into your living room and said, show me a film, what would you show him and why? So I'm leaving this open up to interpretation. Because when he just says, show me a film, he just wants what would you show him and why would you show him it?
I got one loaded up, Sean, if you're not ready.
Adam, go for it.
Go ahead.
And I know you guys aren't gonna hate my choice. Interstellar.
It's a great pick. It's one of the ones I had on my list. It's a great pick.
Number one, I love that movie. Number two, I think it has a little bit of everything. It's got adventure, drama. It's a father-daughter, a compelling love story between a father and a daughter, and it's got comedy, and the special effects are amazing, and the music is amazing, and I think it's a really complete film, and Charlie Chaplin would enjoy seeing that movie.
I think that's a great pick. I think that there's a lot of prerequisites you have to tell him before you show him Interstellar. Number one, you have to tell him, listen, Charlie, we went to space. We went to the moon. Like we've been. This is a rocket ship. It's not a like. You know what I mean? Like you have to.
He knows he went to the moon though.
You have to tell him some shit. You have to oh wait, when did he die?
77.
Okay, well.
Oh, okay.
So he knows something.
Okay, so he knows.
Maybe there are black holes.
Yeah. So that's a great one. That's a great one.
That is a good one. And I was kind of thinking on the same lines where I feel like I could show him a movie that originally I was like, what's a movie he would understand? It would be kind of close to a silent film, and I said No Country for Old Men.
Ooh, that's a really good pick.
There's not like music or anything like that.
Yeah.
And he didn't only do silent films, but my official answer is I wanted to knock his socks off and maybe make him freak out a little bit, and I wanted to go with Mad Max Fury Road.
Ooh, that's cool.
Just as I feel like he never would have been able to imagine anything like that. I feel like that's beyond any kind of sane person's imagination.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like maybe even actors around his time weren't even thinking about what would a post-apocalyptic world look like.
Yeah.
And then it's something like that.
Yeah.
Might be kind of nutty.
I'll tell you my final pick, but one I had wanted to show him was I wanted to show him something, a comedy. Mm-hmm. And I was trying to think of a comedy that he would have been dead for, but the one I had picked was the Naked Gun movies.
Oh, okay.
I thought that might really resonate with the silent actor like him because it's a lot of slapstick humor, a lot of physical comedy that I think that he might have, but that's too close to him being dead. You know what I mean? It's not too far out of the realm, and I'm sure there was some movies that during his time when he was alive, were right in line. And technology is not too much different at that point.
Right.
But what I would do is I'd sit him down in an IMAX theater. I know I'm going a little off base. It's not your living room, whatever.
Yeah.
I'd sit him down in an IMAX theater, and I would show him Avatar with 3D glasses on.
Yeah,
listen, Avatar's not my favorite movie.
No.
It's not my favorite movie. But
blowing his mind.
Listen, this is fucking wild. This whole fucking he's not going to understand where the hell anything's coming from, but it has a very basic theme that I think he would understand. Yep. And I think that he would kind of get would not understand CGI, the mix of CGI and real people, the 3D 3D effects,
the colors, the effects. Yeah,
I'm going to go with Avatar again. Not my favorite movie, but I think Interstellar is a great pick. Mad
Max.
Mad Max is a fucking awesome pick too. I just watched Mad Max the other day actually. Those are two great picks.
I think we're on the money. I like all of our picks.
Yeah, I had thought too. I would have liked to show him one of the great gangster films that have come out since he's died. Maybe Goodfellas or The Departed or even Black Mass or American Gangster. One of those movies. Kind of show him how those movies have gone too.
I feel like he was alive for so many good, written films.
Yeah.
I think we all had the idea of like going like blow him away technologically.
Exactly. You have to blow him away technologically because he's coming from like a golden age of cinema.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I thought it was so when I was trying to pick like who would be the equivalent to movies that Tupac and Biggie are to hip hop music, like to rap, and I picked Charlie Chaplin because he was an actor, he was a writer, he was a director, like he ran the gamut as far as film goes. So I thought he would be a good person that would be show him something. So I picked him. I also thought Stanley Kubrick, but he died in 2000 or 1999. So
Hitchcock.
So yeah, Hitchcock would have been a good one too to show him. But I thought that was a cool hypothetical, and I'm gonna try and work these into the different podcasts we do. So let's get into the last segment. What are we watching? Sean, what are you watching?
I finished a couple weeks ago. I started these two shows, but this week I finished Ozark and Defenders.
Cool. So I started Ozark, so I won't talk about that. But
Ozark was awesome.
Yeah, it's so far so good. Lindy and I just happened to be sitting on the couch and like, let's watch something different. I was like, Ozark. Like I've heard mixed reviews. Let's just try it.
Mixed reviews?
So yeah, I've heard mixed reviews about it. Yeah. So I that's why I didn't like jump to it like right away.
So you've watched one episode, or
I'm on 5 right now. So I love it so far. I think it's awesome.
I think it's
it
really
reminds me a lot of Breaking Bad.
Sure.
There's a lot of like really good justice moments that like Walter has in Breaking Bad where like he's smarter than other people and you don't know how he's gonna get to the conclusion that he gets to, but he gets to it. You know what I mean? And like he's ruthless about it.
They do that type of stuff.
So I like that a lot.
I think you'll like where it goes from episode 5.
Okay.
And one thing I liked about it was that we weren't, similar to Breaking Bad, but we're not like doing the whole he's hiding it from his family thing.
Yes.
I like that.
No, it's
it was
very
like,
not that. Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Yeah.
We're good.
Take that element out of
time,
it. Yeah, don't need to. It's a whole A lot that's one of the storylines in Breaking Bad that got annoying.
Yeah.
The family issues.
Yeah. Defenders, meh.
Meh.
Thumbs medium on that big time.
Yeah. Adam, you finished Defenders too, right?
Yeah.
What did you guys think?
I enjoyed it, but it didn't. But it didn't knock my socks off.
Yeah, no, it definitely didn't knock my socks off either. What did you guys think about Daredevil?
What about him?
I thought they made him a real pussy in this one.
Oh, he's a real pussy all the time.
No, but he was badass in his 2 seasons. Like he was Daredevil. In this one, he's like, I don't want to be Daredevil. I'll put a scarf on my head.
Yeah.
Like fucking put the suit on and be goddamn a Daredevil.
Yeah.
Fuck. He's the only one that has a cool superhero suit, and he doesn't even fucking wear it.
I honestly thought, wow. Okay, spoiler alerts.
Yeah, oh yeah. Spoiler alerts for Defenders, everybody.
Right. I thought it was awesome that he was gonna die.
At the end?
Yeah. I was like, this is great. And I'm like, there's no fucking way they're gonna show him. But I was like, he would have had basically a 3-series, like a trilogy.
Yeah.
He would have had a trilogy, died in the end with his true love or whatever. Ugh.
But it would have been like this, and Adam, if you can't see my hand right now, but it would have been Daredevil season 1 riding high, Daredevil season 2 riding high, start of the Defenders real low, and then that last scene is like his only redeeming fucking thing. I think of the third one.
Yeah, I mean he questions a lot in season 2. He's like he and Punisher have a lot of like moral debates on rooftops. A little ridiculous.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean, and I hear what you're saying, but I just honestly Defenders just kind of bored me a little bit.
Yeah.
It was like the final battle was 2 episodes long.
You didn't see Iron Fist, right?
No, I don't.
So you don't know what boring is.
Well, okay, fine.
As far as these Marvel series go,
okay,
this
hold
one
on.
was this
I
was
watched
uplifting.
like 3 episodes, and then I was like, "This is boring."
Oh, okay, all right,
off.
okay.
But I wanted to get through this one, and like the final battle, like okay, all of a sudden Luke Cage is fighting, and they just throw in the rap song, and I was like, "Man, I love that in his season, but." Doesn't fit here.
Yeah, it doesn't fit.
And it
right,
was,
I thought the same exact thing, Sean.
I was like, is he gonna like? Stick is talking about how amazing he would be if he just let go. I was like, oh, it's rap music. He's gonna let go and beat everybody up.
Yeah,
like here comes Luke Cage, and then it was just like an average fight scene where he takes a punch and.
They didn't have anything else for the other characters. Like he had rap music.
Yeah.
There's nothing. It's like Iron Fist has like when he glows, his fist glows, which is a lot of discrepancy of like when the fist glows and when he decides not to.
Oh my god, what are the rules?
What
are the fucking rules?
Yeah, I know.
I need to know the rules to the fist.
I need to know. It's very simple. It's like just tell us what the rules are.
I need to refocus my chi. That's not good enough.
Yeah, it's not. And all of a sudden he can do it like once and then do it again a second later. Like remember, I don't know.
And then like he's like it's like kind of like when you can't start a car.
Yeah,
it's like kind of half glowing, half like
I did like the way they showcased the different characters with colors.
That was my favorite part of the series, and that sucks. I mean, of the show.
Yeah.
And that sucks because I love. It only happens for the first 3 or 4 episodes.
Yes, yeah.
And then they kind of go into neutral blues and whites, but I was like, It was awesome. It was fun. But then it just. Ugh.
I think they got the fighting right too, though. In this one, I like the choreography for the fight scenes in these shows. I think they do that really well.
Yeah, I just think it's a cop out to have dark battle scenes.
Yeah, you're right, but at least
at
least they don't do what like John Wick 2 did.
They were longer shots.
They were longer shots. Yeah. I don't like the action scenes where you can't follow what the fuck's going on. At least they're dark, but you can see the full moves happen. I get that, having it be dark, like that whole last scene, the fight scene in the basement of the building. Or like the underground is like very dark the entire time. You don't know what the fuck's going on.
And they're like fighting everybody, and then literally every bad guy stands back up and stands in front of them. And I'm like, guys, just kill them.
Yeah.
To the hand, just kill them.
They're bad.
Stop trying to knock them out.
They're bad guys.
Stop trying to knock them out. Like, come on. And then they get up and they go, oh god, do it again.
The good thing is though we have Punisher on the horizon. I think that'll be pretty good.
Hope so.
Yeah. So yeah, I started Ozark. I'm on episode 5. Really like it so far. I also decided to randomly. Lindy and I got lunch this weekend. We got Big Tony's. Big fan of Big Tony's. Nice. Right near your new place. And we were like put on a movie, and we were like looking through movies. I'm like, no, and I'm like, Resurgence. We gotta watch Independence Day Resurgence because I wanted to see it. I hadn't seen it yet. Overall, it was just. It was a very good-looking movie. They spared no expense with any of the effects and the way that things like were blended. Nothing looked like cheesy.
Yeah.
But it was fucking not the original Independence Day. And I'm not trying to be like, it's like the sequel ruined the franchise, whatever. I'm saying like it's a very over-the-top, not aliens are coming to Earth to fucking wipe us out. It's like this whole fucking other thing.
Yeah.
Did any of you guys see it?
No. I watched a video essay this week, actually, randomly, before I knew you watched this, on what made Independence Day good.
Yeah.
And it was interesting. But it was all, like, character development. There's, like, 29 named, speakable characters that you care about in Independence Day.
So, there's no character development in this one.
That you care about?
Zero. Well, so
wait, is it the same aliens?
Same aliens.
They show
same
the aliens?
Yes.
They look the same, or they look better, like more CGI? Better in quotations.
They look very similar, but they definitely made them, like, you see more of them, which I didn't like.
Yeah.
There was less practical effects, which, it can be done correctly, but when you look at Independence Day, like, all those aliens were practical effects. Like, those
explosions were models being blown up.
Yeah, I know. And that's a lost art, too. Like, that looks... I mean, Independence Day, I'm sure, like, hasn't aged, like, perfectly, but it still probably looks pretty good if you go back and watch it. This one's all CGI. Like, it's all CGI. You have... one of the Hemsworth brothers. What's the one that's not Thor? Liam. He's in it, and then you have a kid. I don't know his name. It's not Michael B. Jordan, but he looks like him. That's Will Smith's son.
Okay, I was gonna ask. Will Smith is in it, but his son is, right?
But you know what? They fucking
Smith,
throw him under the bus
really?
real bad in this movie.
Wait, Will Smith?
Really?
Yeah. Really? It's not really a spoiler. It happens in the first 5 minutes. So I'll explain it. So, the first scene is his son, who you don't know is his son yet, but he walks into the White House and he's meeting the president because he's like this, like, very, he has a lot of, like, medals. He's a fighter pilot. He's like, so he's meeting the president, whatever. Yeah. So he shakes and the president is a woman starting off. It's not Bill Pullman anymore, obviously. It's 20 years later.
But he's in it, though?
But Bill Pullman's in it. Oh, wait, he's hilarious. Did you guys see the Snapchat I sent you? So anyway, I'll talk about that in a second. So, they're walking in, and right in the Oval Office, there's a big photo on the wall of Will Smith in his flight gear.
Oh, really?
From Independence Day 1. Like, it looks like it's just a screenshot from Independence Day 1 in the big canvas, like, done.
I see.
And the president is like, like, great to meet you. Like, it's too bad that your dad died in a test flight. He died in a test flight. Like, they set up this moon base, and he died in the original, like, test flight to get up there.
Oh, my God.
Like, imagine you fight off the Earth, and you're this badass fucking guy who, like, stole an alien ship and punched an alien in the face, and then he dies in a test launch. Right? They just fucking... I thought that was such a dig at his character. Like, right?
Yeah. That's like that guy that survived, like, 3 plane crashes and choked on a potato chip.
Yeah. Yeah. And so there's another thing that, like, takes a dig at his, like, his character as well, but that's a big spoiler. I don't want to get into that. But you have... oh, God. What's his name?
Liam Hemsworth.
No.
Oh. Pullman.
Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum's in it. He's like the main character. His dad's also in it again, and also the doctor, the scientist from the first one, the one who gets
He lived.
What?
So he wakes up in a coma.
Oh my god.
He wakes up from a coma.
He should be dead.
So he wakes up in a coma, and he's like an integral part of the movie. He's in it big time. And then Bill Pullman just looks terrible the entire time. He's like suffering from when the aliens come back. Well, that's not a spoiler. It's like in the trailers. The aliens come back, and every time they like do something, he gets like this terrible like migraine. Like he's debilitated. So he walks with a cane. He has like this giant beard. Like he takes over one of the eyes. Like, that was the Snapchat thing. But anyway, I think it's interesting. I think you guys should check it out. It's on HBO Go.
Wait.
If you guys wanted to watch it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I think it's really cool. It's totally not the first Independence Day. It's a brand new movie with the same characters. Yeah, I thought it was cool. Yeah, I thought it was cool.
So you liked it overall?
I kind of enjoyed it. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of enjoyed it. I mean, it was not one of the, if I put on a movie and I start to not enjoy it, I'll like drift off. I'll walk in the other room. I won't worry about it.
Yeah.
I sat on the couch and watched the entire movie from start to finish.
I
so.
gotcha. Okay.
It's one of those movies. So yeah, so that's it. That's what I watched.
Adam, have a day.
I know. So I had a banner week for watching new shit. Not new shit, but just watching shit. I had a banner week. So I'll start off with, I meant to start Ozark at your suggestion, Sean. But I was in the mood to, I don't know if Ozark is funny, but I was in the mood for a comedy. So I started watching The Mick on Hulu with Caitlin Olsen from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
That show is really, really funny. Like, I can't wait until season 2 comes out.
I'll check it out.
She's hilarious. The maid is hilarious. The youngest little boy is so funny. Then, like, her on and off again boyfriend is fucking hysterical. And it's not like it doesn't have the raunchiness that Sunny has, but it's close. You know, for network television.
What's it on?
Fox.
Fox, okay.
And you watched it on Hulu?
I watched it on Hulu, yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay, cool.
I think there's like 17, 20-minute episodes, but they're really funny. I'm not through the whole first season yet, but definitely a suggestion.
Cool.
I also started watching Trailer Park Boys. I had just thought I'd start watching it. The only time I'd ever seen it was like stoned out of my mind in my friend's basement years ago. And I never really knew what it was about or what was happening. I was just so... And then, like, you know...
Yeah.
I was high.
That's a wild show.
So, the acting is so good. It feels so real. It feels so real. And it's not like, you know, double over laughing funny, but I really enjoy it. It's like, for me, it's like Cops, but there's no actual cops involved.
It's so funny. It's Dave's favorite show. Dave Craig.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he loves it.
That is a Dave show. So, I mean, I didn't just start Trailer Park Boys. I'm on season 5.
Oh, wow.
So, I've been burning through them.
And you watched all these other things?
Yes.
Hey, you did have a banner week.
Good Lord.
So, I tried watching New Girl because I like happy endings so much. Sorry, guys. Not a fan.
Not a New Girl fan?
Not a New Girl fan.
I'm surprised because if you liked happy endings, I could have sworn you would have liked New Girl too.
No, I told Ryan, and he was pretty disappointed.
Ryan loves New Girl. I'm going to say I'm surprised he hasn't excommunicated you yet.
I know, but I mean it has its moments, but Jake Johnson is the only character that I like. Like I find Zoe Deschanel. Did I murder it?
No, is that a Freudian slip though? Joey Deschanel.
Deschanel.
I don't know how to say her last name.
No,
I mean, she's cute, but she's like the character's annoying, and then Schmidt is annoying, and I don't like Winston.
Oh man, that kills me because Schmidt's my favorite character, and I think he gets so much better.
Oh well, I don't know if I'll continue on with it.
Yeah.
I tried watching Legend, the movie with Tom Hardy. It came out a year or so ago, where he plays twin brothers in like the 1920s England. Like they run a gang, a mafia sort of deal.
Yeah.
I had really high hopes for this. Turned it off after 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Could not understand a word they were saying.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
It's like the really thick,
British accent.
You gotta watch it
I
with
don't know
subtitles.
what it is.
Gotta go closed
There's-
captioning on that.
I couldn't do it. So I switched over to Keeping Up with the Joneses
Okay.
with Gal Gadot,
Great movie.
John Hamm, Zach Galifianakis, and Isla Fisher.
Yeah.
And it was funny. It had some really funny parts. If you're bored and you want to watch a comedy, I would say this one's not bad to watch. I think it would have helped if it was rated R.
What's it on?
But
What'd you watch it on?
HBO Go.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think it's on HBO. I just watched it a couple weeks ago. I thought it was really good.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I'm glad I watched it. And then I had I watched Alien 3. Chase and I watched. For our listeners that don't know, Chase is my dog. We watched Alien 3 on Friday night. We had a nice guys' night.
Nice.
Watched Alien 3. Hadn't seen it in the longest time. And it was okay. It's not Alien or Aliens or Prometheus or Alien Covenant, but it's still good if you like the characters in that world. And
it's not Alien Resurrection.
No, that's true. And then I went on a Christopher Nolan tear. After Alien, popped on Interstellar. I don't think I need to say how much I love that movie, and we all love that movie.
Yes.
My girlfriend Jen.
This is unbelievable. I mean, I'm starting to do math here. Like, did you take the week out of work?
I watched a lot of shit. Well, I started watching Trailer Park Boys last week.
So the truth arises.
But the rest I watched this week.
Yeah. Anyways, what were you saying? You said your Jen?
Jen had never seen Inception, so we watched Inception Saturday night.
What'd she think?
Jen, what'd you think? Inception. It was good.
Is that a thumbs medium plus?
I think that's a thumbs medium plus.
Yeah, okay. All right. Fair enough.
But, that's a great movie. But the one I really want to talk to, I'm glad I saw it in theaters when I did, was I saw Dunkirk.
Nice. So now all three of us have seen Dunkirk.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Packed theater on a Sunday matinee.
Okay.
Like a month later?
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Holy
That's
shit.
awesome.
It wasn't full, but there was a lot of people there.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I thought it was great. I loved the nonlinear storyline. I liked the lack of dialogue and sort of letting the acting and the music and the events play out.
Yep.
What was happening. Something that I followed throughout the movie was the ticking.
Yeah.
Does not stop the entire movie.
Did you know that that's actually Christopher Nolan's pocket watch?
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
It changes a little bit, doesn't it?
It's distorted. It's like a
yeah.
He synthesizes it or moves it around the pitch and whatnot. Yeah, but that's his pocket watch. Of course, he carries on a fucking pocket watch. The most interesting director in the world.
Looks like we need pocket watches, boys.
As soon as I saw that fact, me and Ryan started looking on eBay.
For real?
Yeah, for good pocket watches. They're not cheap. So that's your last one, Adam?
Yeah, that's my last one.
So I just want to touch on quick your packed theater comment made me think of I went to go see Inhumans, the first two episodes.
Oh, how'd it go? Yeah.
In IMAX on Friday.
2 episodes?
Yeah, it was. I didn't know. So I went online and I thought it was the first episode. It's 43 minutes. I'm like, all right, it'll be quick in and out. But it ended up being 2 43-minute episodes. So I was in there for
Gotcha.
for a little bit. But it was okay. I don't know if I'm going to watch it on TV.
No?
I don't know if I'm going to continue watching it.
After seeing it, wow.
Yeah, I don't know.
I saw the trailer for it.
Yeah.
Is Okja in it?
Oh no, that's Lockjaw. That's Lockjaw. He's a bulldog that can teleport people around.
Thing looks like Okja.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
Yeah.
He's a big boy. I thought it would I think it in the first episode it had opportunity to be good. I just thought it the acting is not great, which I think takes a lot away from the show. And also I'm not too familiar with the Inhumans, and they're really B players when it comes to comic book superheroes. It's like, the X-Men. The X-Men are where it's at. Like, who gives a shit about the Inhumans?
Are they
and
Marvel?
they didn't really make me. Yeah, it's Marvel. They didn't really make me care about any of these Inhuman characters, and a lot of their powers are super strange. Like the main character, Black Bolt, his superpower is like when he opens his mouth and says something, like he can blast people away. Like he can say something and like he was on the street in Hawaii and he was getting arrested and he opened his mouth to say something, or they tased him and he made a noise, an audible noise, because he got hurt, and it just the cop car went flying down the street, flipped over a million times, went flying. I don't know.
Is he a good guy?
Yeah, he's a good guy. The only bad guy right now, the only villain is Maximus, and it's Ramsay Bolton from Game of Thrones.
Oh, God.
And he's just a fucking dick in everything he is. He's a fucking dick. He takes over and that's his brother is Black Bolt, sends him to fucking Earth.
I see. Oh, right. Oh, I see. Yeah. Sorry, yeah.
So anyway, it was it's on Friday nights as well, which is kind of tough. I'm not usually sitting in front of my TV watching TV on a Friday night. I'm not saying I'm this big party animal, but it's I don't watch TV on Friday nights. That's just not. I don't know. So I don't know. The acting wasn't great. And also, it was me and 3 other people in the IMAX theater seeing it.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep. Me and 3 other people. Very spread out.
Honestly, though, I can't say I'm surprised. Inhuman, like you said, Inhumans is a B player. I don't think we needed a Inhumans TV show. I think it was originally supposed to be a movie.
Yeah, definitely not.
I think it gets confused too much with X-Men.
Yep.
But
it's very different from X-Men. It has the same struggles. Yeah. It has the same struggles.
They get powers, and they have the same struggles, right? But mutants are, born, and they develop their powers. And Inhumans, I think it's some type of cloud or an event that happens. It can happen at any time.
Yeah. So it
brings out these powers in people.
It's some kind of mineral that. When I was reading about the Inhumans, they said it happened a few different ways in the comics, but how it happens in this TV show is it's this mineral, it's like a rock, and when they touch it, if you have an Inhuman gene, then you develop a random power. But if you don't, then you don't develop anything. You're just a regular human. Yeah, and so on their 16th birthday, they live in this city on the moon, and on their everybody's 16th birthday, you go and touch the rock to see if you develop an Inhuman power. If you're not an Inhuman, you go into the tunnels on the moon and dig. You're a laborer.
Jeez.
Yeah, fucking real deep. So,
high stakes.
Yeah. So Maximus doesn't have any powers, or so we think right now. He didn't have any powers, so he's very bitter about his brother and everything.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that was all right. Let's end here and let's go right into movie club. So that's it for this week, folks. Remember, they may take your lives, but they'll never take your freedom. We'll see you guys next week.